Story time, story time. Y'all thought I wasn't coming back with another one when I told y'all it was going to be another one. Now, this story time, I ain't even going to put a year on this. I ain't going to put a year because, like I said, the statute of limitations is still up. I ain't even going to say no names. Y'all will just know, right? Okay. Somebody get a phone call, right? Somebody get a phone call, right? When they pick up the phone, they guy on the other line, right, saying, "Hey man, pull up, bro. I got these, these niggas keep pulling up on, they keep walking past on the block. He had some static with some people, on the other side, right? The other side. And that's all I'm gonna say, right? So he like, man, pull up. Now mind you, the person that needs the help, right? He got heaters. He got hammers, right? So a lot of people gonna wonder, damn, why he called Buddy for backup, right? Okay. The friend come, right? He parked his car, right? Everybody outside, it's at nighttime, right? Everybody outside, strapped, heated up, all that. Somebody pull up, right? Pull up on the block. They ain't been there for a while. They family from over there. They ain't been over there for a while, right? So they pull up. A motherfucker like, hey, what's happening? He like, oh, what up? Woo. He had his baby in the car. So motherfucker like, hey, pull over. Pull over so we can chop it up. All right. He pull over his car. Now, mind you, he had just pulled up, right? He pull up. Motherfuckers chopping it up. Yeah, what's happening, bro? Motherfucker ain't seen you in a minute. Yeah, man, it's my baby. Oh, shit, on what? At that exact moment, you see the police. When you can see some cars, the front hood of a car coming, like it's driving, but you see the hood first before anything. You don't even see the rest of the car. Motherfuckers see the front part, right, and see it's the police. But mind you, it's two police cars back to back. Like they behind each other, like somebody called them, right? They hit the block. Oh. As soon as they hit the block, motherfuckers take off running. Right? Now, somebody that was double-breasted, he take off running. Boom. Everybody else that's outside standing there because the police got guns on us. Hey, freeze, don't move. Right? Now, a motherfucker ended up tossing the gun. As soon as the police turned, right, a motherfucker had a gun in their armpit, right? At that exact moment when they hit the block and Buddy hit it, motherfucker threw their gun. Right? But the gun landed by the dude who had just pulled up with his baby. The gun landed by the back passenger tire, right? Landed right there. So mind you, we all right there talking. We got our hands up. We can't move, right? The police, they chasing Buddy, right? And we hear him on the walkie-talkie like, yeah, we chasing him, woo, 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 right? They calling for backup. They're like, yeah, we got a gun out here. They got us right here. Yeah, we got a gun right here too on the ground. Hey, yeah, call woo, woo. So I'm telling them, hey, man, that ain't my shit. Hey, Buddy who pulled up with his baby. Hey, man, that ain't my shit. Now, Buddy that pulled up with his baby, he had some legal trouble going on, right? Had nothing to do with that situation, obviously, because it just happened. But he had some stipulations where I guess he had just got into some trouble and they was like, hey, you aren't supposed to be around nothing. No guns, no nothing, right? So they take it, they run on it. I'm telling them like, hey man, I'm on probation. Man, I ain't never had no gun case. Hey, that ain't my shit, right? I'm pleading my case because I know if I go down for listen, I'm on probation. Can you imagine a PO hold for a gun case? So I'm like, hey, hell no, that ain't my shit. So the police put motherfuckers in handcuffs. The Buddy that ran, they don't catch him, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? In the end. So now the police is low. Now the block is packed with police because they still looking for Buddy that ran. So they got all everybody in handcuffs, right? They putting us in all cars, right? Somebody in one of these cars, right? They had a so whoever threw that gun, they had another clip, right? So they had two clips. One clip was in the gun, right? Mind you, motherfucker throw that. Huh. The other clip was on that person, right? In their pocket. When they get into the police car, right? They in handcuffs. You know, the camera, right? Be looking at you. A motherfucker looking at the camera. But they trying to shimmy the clip out their pocket. When they get the clip out their pocket, they kind of like moving like their hands hurt, right? But they trying to wipe their prints off. They end up pushing the clip on the ground, right? So the police, like, they telling everybody they finna take us all down to the police station, question us, take our fingerprints and all this, to, you know, because they gonna run the prints on the gun and shit. So the story, from what I was told, right, when the police pull into a district, you know, they pull into the garage, and you know, when they pull in the garage, it's lit up. They got them bright ass lights in there. A motherfucker say when they pulled in there, they look down and they can see the clip. And they was like, oh shit. And they get the pushing the clip under the police seat, right? When they come get him out the car, right? Mind you, because it's gonna be two police come pull you out the car. When they come pull him out the car, he turning sideways and he got his foot like on the clip, like, cause you know how they got in the police cars, they got the walls, right? That separate the front from the back. And I ain't gonna lie, they got that shit sold up. Like, ain't shit you can do, right? So when Buddy got out the car, when whoever it was got out the car, that clip was left in that police car, right? And the crazy thing is, right, everybody got out because they didn't know who to charge. They didn't see who threw the gun. Obviously, it wasn't no prints on that motherfucker, right? Nobody. Oh, okay, so now it was when we was out there that night. It was a whole bunch of, man, because our block, like, we had older people, we had middle-aged people, we had people in their 20s, we had people in their teens, right? The old boy that ran, right, we thinking he got away. A few days later, he come and say that he got a letter in the mail saying that he got a court date for a possession of a firearm, right? So we wondering, like, wait, what? You got away? Now, mind you, you know, they took a lot of people down. You know, they took a lot of people down. They questioned a lot of people out there that night, right? So we don't know who said something, right? Now y'all say, how do they know where he lived at? Because the block exactly where that shit happened, that the house across the street, that's where he stayed at, right? So I don't know, right? My thing is, because I was telling motherfuckers, like, when he was talking to me about the shit, like, he got the letter in the mail and he was going to court, I'm like, bro, they gonna tell you who telling. Like, bro, you got a right to face your accuser, bro. He took it to trial. At first he telling me, like, bro, they can't find the gun. They ain't got the gun. The day of the trial start, they got that motherfucker, right? Now this is what he's telling me. He tell me he get found guilty for the gun, right? He out of jail though. He said he gotta turn himself in, right, to do his time. He gotta turn himself in to do his time, right? Exactly a week later that he had to turn himself in, I'm driving down the street and I see this nigga walking down the street. I hit a U-turn because he supposed to be in jail. Phew. Bro, what the fuck you doing out? He say, bro, you ain't gonna believe it. He said, man, the judge in my case, he got caught up in some child sex porn stuff, and basically they dismissed the case. I ain't never heard this shit. Never. And let me just tell y'all, I'm not the person. Never. I ain't the person that got charged with the gun. I'm not. I was there. I ain't the person that got charged. So when a motherfucker saying this, I'm like, wait, what? Cause I ain't never heard no shit like this, right? Cause I was kind of feeling bad, right? When he said he got the letter in the mail, when he said he got found guilty, I'm feeling bad, right? Because he got away. And I'm like, and I know that wasn't his gun. So I'm like, damn, like, to see somebody get, like, and I kept telling him while he was fighting the case, like, bro, you good. Bro, you good. You ain't throw it, bro. Like, you wasn't even there. So how they know that was you that ran? Like, bro, you gonna beat this shit. And when he got found guilty, mind you, I wasn't at the court. This is what he's telling everybody in the neighborhood. I don't know. He don't have a history of lying, you know. It's one of my niggas, you know. Like I said, he ain't got no history of lying. He a good, solid person, you know. And this shit happened more than 10 years ago. When this shit happened, I was on probation, right? I've been off probation for more than 10 years. I've been on probation for probably like 13, 14, 15 years. So, you know, ain't nothing, even after that shit, right? Like, ain't no weird shit happen. Like, motherfucker, like, damn, man, motherfucker just got buzzed down. Oh, yeah, he might have told. Like, nothing weird happened. It was just that one situation. Like, and then for him to end up getting out of jail and then end up throwing that shit out, like, it was, like, if that's what really happened, it was a blessing, because he wasn't supposed to go down for it, because it wasn't him. It wasn't his gun. None of that. He didn't throw it, right? So, you know, everything worked out. Everything worked out and shit, you know. Motherfuckers was, at one point, motherfuckers was trying to say that I told, when really, so think about this. Let's just say it was my gun. Why the fuck would I tell, and it's really my gun in the motherfucker name, and I know if I say it's this person, right, I'll be lying, because it's not. And once they do the paperwork on it and see, they'll see where that gun is connected to. So there is no way I could have told. That would, it just don't make sense. Me telling. It just don't. I never, listen. And then if you on, and I'm gonna just say this, right? If you on probation, right, and you tell on somebody, trust me, it's going to be part of your probation for you to go to court and tell on that person, right? Or they're going to revocate you. Listen, I ain't get a letter for shit. My PO never found out about that shit either. I ended up, when they took me down to the station, I ended up getting out like a few hours later. Like, they questioned me, took my little shit, and was like, yeah, you know, if your shit come back on this, we'll be back to get you. Cause I'm pleading to him. Hey man, I got kids, bro. I'm on probation, bro. I ain't never had a gun case. But you know, that shit was, you know, it was an experience, you know. That type of shit didn't happen again. You know, I started to move smart. So when I'm out there with a whole lot of people, you got a gun on you, you got a gun on you, you got a gun on you. So if we outside the car, right, and we on foot, put that shit in the car, unlock the door, step away, you know, but still be mindful, you know, or put it on the wheel, right? I had one person put that motherfucker under the hood. I'm too scared for that. That bitch might go off and get the shooting, all under the hood and shit. But yeah, man. I used to be a bad boy, man. I used to be in all types of shit. I used to be wondering, man, it's like I'm always in some shit, right? Like, okay, I got another story time for y'all, right? It's me, my little brother, and my little brother Guy. Now, my little brother Guy, he older than me and my little brother, right? So I'm in the back seat. My little brother's in the passenger seat, right? So we go to the corner store. My little brother get out and go in the store. While me and his guy is in the car, right? I'm in the back seat. I roll down the window, right? And I'm talking to some people. I'm really yelling it. I'm talking to some people across the street, right? I see my guy. I see his sisters. So I yell. I'm like, hey, ooh, you know, I'm talking shit to him. The police riding past. When they see me with the window all the way down, they hit a U-turn. Now, mind you, motherfucker really had enough time to get out the car and do all type of shit, right? The driver, now I can talk about this shit because it's over with. The driver, this nigga had like 5 G's and dope on him. He like, instead of him like just getting out the car, he say, oh, I'm finna put my shit right here. He takes some panel off, put it in there. Police, man, we really had enough time to get away, but they hop behind us. You know, they ain't trying to let us out the car, right? They calling back up. They pull us out. Mind you, I'm in the backseat. They check me. I ain't got nothing. I'm on probation. I tell them, like, man, they giving me a ride. They just seem like, so they don't even, my brother, he's still in the store. Well, now he didn't join the crowd outside that's watching, right? So, and my little brother got his shit hidden in the store. So my little brother called my mama. He called my bitch. So now they up here, right? So They pull us out the car. They told me they finna search it. They like, hey, we find anything in? You want to tell us before we find something in there? I'm like, bro, that ain't my car. Y'all just got me out the back seat, bro. They giving me a ride. I'm like, he giving me a ride, right? I'm like, why you think I'm in the back seat? They searched the car. They found the shit, right? I'm gonna tell y'all some crazy shit, bro. They found the shit right in the car. I'm in the back seat. Y'all know possession is 9/10 of the law. I'm in the back seat. He in the front. They find it in the front, right? I can't even reach. But see, yeah, I'm still on probation, right? So now I got a PO hold for being around that shit, right? They charged the driver. Me and him, we go to the county. No, even before we even go to the county, bro, they drive. I'm in a whole different car. He in a whole different car, bro. They get this man address. They think it. Well, since we found all this dope in here. Imagine what he got in his house, bro. They pull up to his house with us in the car, and they go in that man's house, and they search that man's house, and they found guns and drugs in that man's house. We got caught at the store around the corner. Bro, and it was some shit, people was being watched and shit. So so man, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck, hey, I don't know nothing, right? So me and him been booking together right now. He ain't on probation, so he got a bail. I'm on probation, I got a PO hold. My PO come holler at me, right? I'm like, man, they was giving me a ride. He like, all right, well, I just want to get your statement. Ooh, and, I'm going to run it by my supervisor and see what they want to do, right? I have my girl call, right? She called, and then I called my PO. My PO say, yeah, well, I talked over with my supervisor, and, yeah, you going to get a sanctions. We just don't know how much. We waiting to hear back from the regional chief. Either you going to get 30 days, 60, or 90. I'm like, for what? Man, I was getting a ride. I was in the back seat. I didn't get caught with nothing. They like, yeah, but you ain't supposed to be around none of that stuff. I'm highly pissed. I'm highly pissed. At this point now, the nigga who drugs it he's out of jail now. Imagine how I feel. Right? Bro, listen. I keep calling my girl. I keep having my girl call my PO to find out, like, if they got the time. If they know how much time they finna sanction me. If they heard back from the regional chief. I'm finna tell you how God work, right? Bro, I called, and my girl was like, you finna get out. I say, what? What you mean? She say, I just got off the phone with your PO. Your PO say the regional chief didn't sign off on it. He didn't approve of it. I said, what? She's like, yeah, you gonna be getting out in the next 24 to 48 hours. Now at this point, I'm like, oh, fuck that. They better come get me now. Fuck that. I ain't even supposed to be in here. I ain't even do shit. Right now, I'm loud. Hey, call the supervisor, man, because I ain't even supposed to be in here, man. They ain't even, I'm pressing the issue. I end up getting out within a few hours, but man, see how God works. I ended up, I was in there for 5 days until by the time I got out, because, you go to jail, you got to wait for your PO to come and get a statement from you. They be trying to take all day. They take 2-3 days to come get a statement. Then they got to talk it over with their supervisor. Then they got to go to the regional chief that's in Madison to see if they approve. I end up coming home. I was so happy. But what's crazy, right? I really didn't do shit. Really, that wasn't my shit. I wouldn't get no ride. We was all riding together, but shit, that wasn't my shit. I ain't even have shit on me. And then, like I say, for them to go to that man's house with us in the car and fucking search that man's house and find that shit, he ended up getting a few years of probation and shit. What's crazy, him and my brother busted a little move and shit. Them niggas got 30 G's a piece on my mama. Sweet lick. I was in jail too when that shit happened. When they end up hitting this lick. Oh my God. But yeah, man. I hope y'all like this story time, man. I ain't gonna upload this shit right away. So when y'all see this, I ain't uploading right away, but I'm uploading this today. So I just made this shit April 25th, Friday. So I'm gonna upload it today at some point. I'm gonna hit y'all with a pow, 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 pow. Beat, beat, beat. But y'all be smooth how y'all be smooth, man. Peace.